Hi, welcome to AFTV. It's now time for the roundup. Now, we just had someone on. Said he was happy today. I said he was pessimistic. Yeah. He said he was happy with it. He gave credit where credit's due. Should we be giving credit where credit's due? This is a great Arsenal side I'm seeing. We had Ty before the last person in the fan camp. He said he was beaming with pride. Where are you right now as a fan?
I'm very, very pleased because I think back to the start of the season.
Right.
I thought top 6. So the position we were in, 4th place. I'm not worried about the teams behind us. I know it's a point or 2 points to Man U, but I'm only looking at Chelsea in 3rd. You know, I'm looking at that as our goal. That's our sort of measuring stick there. So we've already exceeded my expectation of the season, especially after the way we started. So for me, I'm all smiles. I'm all smiles. I'm all good. Man.
Who was your standout today? Who did you like watching today the most?
Do you know what? There were so many players that stood up to be counted today. It's so hard. For me, Thomas Partey had one of his best games probably of the season. He was fantastic and he nearly got a hat-trick. He done really, really well. But again, Lacazette stepped up today and he's a player that's sort of been up and down. He's been a bit inconsistent. I think that's probably the position we're going to look to strengthen come summer. But again, if he comes and he's playing like that, it's going to be difficult to take him out of the squad. And for me as well, Gabriel played really, really well at the back. He was so solid. He was winning everything, absolutely everything. So between them three, those three for me were the star performers.
All right, then. Okay, so like I said earlier, contrasting fan cams. Where are you right now as a fan of Arsenal and what you've seen today, 2-0 against Leicester?
Look, I think from a side that we thought it was an invincible side to then slowly end up in 8th position, the only way is back up. And I think slowly but surely we are managing to do that. That's not going to happen overnight, not with the billions that Chelsea spent, not with the billions that City have spent, with no, you know, they had an open chequebook, really. So we're not...
It's changing, it's changed now, but
and that's exactly it. And fundamentally, like, the game, it's changing. Like, the conditions that we're all trying to compete in are changing. And I think that on the pitch, I don't see much difference between us and Chelsea. I think Liverpool probably a couple of edges above. City, I thought we played quite evenly with them when we played them the other week, a couple of months ago. But for me, for a side that was 8th last season to now be looking at getting in the top 4 is progress. Once you get into that situation, again, Northside LDM was right, it's not about complacency. It's not about getting top 4 and then just resting on your laurels and saying that's where we are and that's where we're happy to be. You're then looking to find ways to try and close that gap, and you have to be creative because we don't have the same resources that those teams have.
Do you see that from this Arsenal side though, that we might get into the 4th position? And do you see this Arsenal team resting their laurels? Do you think Mikel Arteta might have that?
No. If I'm honest, I think that everything that we see from him in terms of the way that he presents, the way that he communicates, the kind of leadership that the stuff around culture. He's bold. He's ruthless. He's got incredibly high standards. Even when we are winning games, he is vocal. He is up front. He's criticising players for mistakes and for errors. He's trying to keep the squad balanced. He's trying to keep people involved. And I think he set standards, and I think, I've spoke previously on this channel about culture, and he's obviously trying to embed a culture, and that requires commitment, and that requires consistency, and that requires determination. And I know, we have to be consistent. But actually, if you look at the last 11 games, I think we've won 9 of them, drew 1 and lost 1. So actually, is that an element of consistency? Yes. Do we have to now go and do that for the quarter of the season that's left? Yeah, we've got to go and do that, and I think we can. Look, I thought at the start of the season, I had a little bet on at the start of the season that we would get into the top 4 because I thought that not playing European football would benefit us. And I think we're starting. And for me, I think we're starting to see that. And I think that again, the Tottenham side that have dropped out of Europe, United kind of being up and down and around the European situation. Same with Liverpool, same with Chelsea. It's ours for the taking, and we've got to play them all. So that's the other issue. The other issue is that we've got to play them all. So it's in our hands in terms of being able to just go out there and say, actually, if we want it, we can go and take it. If we don't want it, if we're not good enough, if we're not consistent enough, if we're too immature, then it will show.
100%. And let me get your thoughts on top 4 then. How are you feeling? Do you think Arsenal can get that full spot?
I'm pretty sure they can. That's the thing, because obviously top 4 is looking likely right now, but we can't forget that Man United's left. Chelsea left, who else is left? I think Liverpool as well on Wednesday. Tottenham. You can't forget that top 4 is still going to be hard. But at this stage, the way Arteta's taking it is very good. Arteta's taking it one by one, and let's see where we go from this.
What's your thoughts on Mikel Arteta? Is he there for you in your mind as a long-term manager? You think he'll bring back the Arsenal of old?
Look, obviously, a lot of people that I've known gave him stick at the beginning of the season. But we cannot forget that his main team was not there. Brentford, City, and I think Chelsea. 3-0 against Chelsea, 5-0 against City, and I think 2-0 against Brentford. We cannot forget that the main team is not there. Leno is in goal. Obviously, Leno was brilliant for the past few seasons. But Ramsdale is an upgrade. Ramsdale is an upgrade compared to Leno. Such as, who else we have? We have Gabriel now, we have Ben White. We have those players that we can advance instead of staying in a place that we thought we were going to stay. Top 8. Top 8, yeah. Last season we were top 8. But this season, top 4 is looking very likely.
Okay, fair. Well, let me ask you as well, what are you most proud of? What fills you with pride in this Arsenal side? Was it the players, the determination, the mentality change, the manager?
The mentality, right? Because today we play like a team. Like the midfield was very good. Like Odegaard was moving like Messi. Partey was moving like Vieira. It was playing very good today. Yes.
Are you confident for Liverpool on Wednesday?
Very confident.
Yeah?
Yes, very confident. I believe in victory 2-1.
2-1.
Yes. Bro, I came from Sweden just for this game. I came for one purpose and one purpose only, to watch Arsenal get 3 points, and we got it. 3 easy points. They gave it to us. We took it, gave it to us. Look, I got this Ben cookies. This is Benjamin White cookies, you know? We got it. I ate it. I started seeing Spider-Man in the goal, Ramsdale, taking everything. I started seeing Odegaard. He was doing everything today, Odegaard. He wasn't losing, but he was a magician today. No, but today we was playing very good. Like Saka has a decent game, but you know, like we will come in top 4, and next year we will be hearing the champions. We will be hearing the song. Trust me, fam. Trust me.